Hello everyone, this is Arafel playing Rainworld and we are in the garbage wastes. I found an exit to the drainage system, made a few attempts to get through there, but there's just so much water and so little air and so many leeches that it did not work out. Well, they seem to have accepted the rock anyway. And the fruit that acts like a rock. Yeah, these just headbutt you for no reason. Well, in this case, it looks like it's trying to take my food. So I guess that's kind of a reason. But yeah, there were other paths to explore. Is there something up there? And if there is, how would I get to it? I'm not seeing anything. Well, now I'm seeing vulture, but what I meant was I was not seeing any way to get up there. Actually, yeah, the map seems to suggest this goes down. It does go down further. How would I get through that? Between the leeches and the lack of air. Right now, there's two of these. Yeah, there are a lot of scavengers in this area. There's a popcorn plant if I can get to it. But I need another spear now. And I don't see any other spears. Is there one up here? Oh, I guess I can't keep going there. There's invisible ground. Okay, I get the impression you weren't really meant to go there. Right, so from here... Yeah, I guess I want to go that way? Yeah, the thing about these is they're really dangerous in deep water, but you can just climb out, not so much. Alright, that thing stole my spear again. Time is getting lowish. I do have food, so if I can find a shelter, I should be fine. I was hoping that would upset the... Okay. Here's another exit. Okay, and there is shelter there, but let's see what's on the other side of this first. Hopefully I'll be able to find somewhere rest on the other side pretty quickly. These are low karma requirements for passing, so this should be an early game area. Industrial complex, okay. I guess this is just a part of it I never visited. Right, so from here I can get to a bunch of different places, but I want to try returning to the outskirts. Oh, and the shelter right here, perfect. And we'll take a nap. Sleepy little slug cat, curled up, looking rather cozy while the rains storm outside. And we're back up to maximum karma. Chieftain has not budged. But yeah, we're in the industrial complex. And I'm not sure where this connects to. Take a quick look through here, see if there's water to plop these into. And if not, go back the other way and plop them in that water. We want to be fed as thoroughly and as early as possible. So the more food you have, the more flexibility you have when it comes to your resting options. Okay. Got food. Those look like I should be able to grab them, but they're not. They almost look like pearls when they're sitting on the ground. Oh, and there's a ton of bats here. Okay, I've been almost here before. Didn't make it all the way across the room, but I've at least seen this room. Yeah, those green ones really are slow and plodding. There's a purple lizard down there. Yeah, but yeah, I could have jumped across these spheres and gone to the pole. So I could have gotten across from this side. They're scavengers. There's green lizard down there. Okay, that didn't work. I think this is one of the ways I tried to come and gave up because I kept getting eaten by lizards or vultures. And yeah, it looks like if you die with the karma flower, a new one grows where you died. Okay, yeah, there was the shelter by the underground pond. I think I was exploring out from there, and that's how I got to the room next to this. Just never made it this far or came this way. Oops. I've angered them. Did not mean to do that. I was just trying to throw the fruit in the water. Okay, so let's not go that way. I hope there's a bunch of bats here again. And there's an awful lot of bats here. Perfect. Now I just need to watch out for threats. Yeah, lizards in the tunnels, vultures out in the open. The way looks clear at the moment. It looks like there's a pole there, but it's not acting like a pole. So I guess it's just background. Okay, looks like I've made it through there. There's a pearl here. Yeah, where's the nearest shelter? Ah, if I go back to the left, that's the outskirts. There's a lizard in the way, though. Yeah, they're slow. No, that didn't work. This should. Okay, got we're at full food. Right, you can safely drop down there. Here's a shelter. But we got plenty of time, so if I just go through here, I think this was the outskirts. So if I rest here, I should get another Wanderer bit. If I want one for the drainage system, I'll have to use another way in there, I guess. And I kind of do. But for now, let's focus on exploration. Yeah, outskirts. And there is shelter over there. That's good enough. Or was there a better spot? Yeah, let's head over there. Spears lying around as though they intended you to do this. Which probably means they did. I remember having trouble with lizards here early on, but that was really early on. I'm not even seeing any now. And even if I did, they would be the green ones, which makes them not much of a threat. Okay, yeah, so let's rest for now. I'll take a quick look at the map on the main menu. And then stop for today. As I said, this should give I think, the first pip in Wanderer. So, there. Yep. See, I think this is the drainage system. I think there are two more areas we haven't seen, and I think this is subterranean at the end. Actually, let's take a look at what we've unlocked in Arena. We've got slug cats, we've got six different kinds of lizards. It looks like there's at least three more. You got the snails, you got the vines, you got scavengers, you got centipedes, I think. I think those are the things that swarm you in the darkness. The lesser eldritch abominations, and the drop bears, except they're bugs. Plus a bunch of arenas. But anyway, I wanted to check the map. So we're not there. I think that's where the game started. Yeah, there's a little tutorial area there, and then you couldn't get back up through that. Okay, so we're here. That does not appear to connect to anything else over there. Came in from the industrial ruins up there. There's a connection there I've never explored. Not sure I could figure out how to, but if I just go back across up on top there, I should be able to hop from top to top, maybe? And with the spirit, at least it should be possible. Yeah, and there's another exit out of here I never explored. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, down here through that mess. That was where the drainage system was, I'm pretty sure. So if I want to go there, that's probably the way to do it. And I might try that, just to get the pip on Wanderer. But yeah, next time I'm thinking I'll head to the left, try to get across to that room, and see about this. Maybe they're connected? Just out of curiosity, Outskirts Industrial Complex, drainage system, so that would be the third pip. So yeah, the connection to um, garbage waste was there. And to get through that, I'd need to navigate this tunnel that I've never navigated. But it looks like it connects to that. So then I've been able to would have been able to get up here, and then there's shelter there. Never did manage to cross that big falling pipe. There's shelter there, but if you can't cross the pipe, how do you get to it? But yeah, there's some stuff down there I never explored. I think that was how I got to the subterranean down there. Yeah, and that's the exit to the uh, industrial complex, I think. So, or no, or did they? Yeah, I'm confused. Was it the industrial complex that connected here, or was it the outskirts? Either way, there's shelter not that far into it, so, and I think there were a lot of bats around here too. So that's probably manageable if I wanted to try that. Drainage system, chimney canopy. That's weirdly early. Garbage wastes. I think I've seen most of this area. There's some in the middle here that I didn't explore, but not that much. Garbage wastes. Shaded Citadel. Shoreline. The exterior. Basically the area around Five Pebbles. Never explored all of that either, but I don't think there's that much in there. And yeah, very last thing on this is the subterranean. So this is where I came out of that area to get to... I think that eventually led to the shoreline. I don't know that it went directly there. It's been a while. Yeah, this I think is where I first came in from. Was it the drainage system? There's also this top left area, so there may be another connection to something else. But yeah, down at the bottom of this, there was this weird temple-like area where I could not go past here because these things with X karma mark on them kept throwing me away. But now that I have, or at least can have, that karma symbol, I think I can get through there. It's just a matter of getting back there and is there anything else I want to do first? In any case, this has been Airfound playing Brain World, and I'm amazed I'm saying this 60 some videos in, but we never finished exploring the very first section of the game. So let's do that next time.